Hey guys, it's Jim here. As you may or may not know, I'm an avid Destiny player and I've done a lot of endgame activities. Among these endgame activities, I first started with attempting to solo flawless dungeons. Throughout my year of playing Destiny and solo flawlessing many dungeons, I'm going to teach you some general tips and tricks that could help you solo flawless any dungeon. The first tip I've got for you is to play it safe. This one may seem obvious, but it's actually very important. It's a general rule you want for all of your runs. If you're solo flawlessing something, you should set aside some time for doing such an activity. I would say around 2 hours is more than enough. You definitely don't want to rush your runs for a faster time if you're just going for a completion. For Pit of Heresy, back when Season of Arrivals first came, I thought doing the final boss in 2 phases with Falling Guillotine was a good idea, but trust me, having to rerun the entire dungeon takes longer than completing the dungeon. The second tip I've got for you is to always finish your runs. Even if you die, you should always finish the run. Consider it as a practice, and if you want, try out new and different things throughout that run to see if you can find a better strategy than your current one. The third tip is to keep a cool head. Keeping a cool head is always a good idea. Don't get frustrated if a boss has a sliver of health left. Keep playing it safe and repeat the same cycle. The fourth tip I have is to optimize your mods. Now, I see this with a lot of endgame people and a lot of people in my raids recently. You should use up every mod slot in your armor, and you can actually fit in more mods that would give you some more utility, like ore mine cells, elemental wells, or charge with light mods. If your stats have a stat that has an extra 5 in its set, make sure you're placing a minor mod that gives you plus 5 stats instead of the full 10. For example, my recovery would be 106, and I swap out plus 10 recovery mod for a plus 5 recovery, giving me 2 extra mod slots to use in the armor set. The fifth tip I have is don't save ammo. Remember, survivability is key. You want to do whatever you can to survive. Most dungeons can go through multiple phases without reaching a range, unlike raids. For a lot of encounters, there's also times when you could farm ammo, for example, the dregs that spawn in Grasp of Avarice, or the signs that spawn in the final encounter in Prophecy. I legit spent a solid 20 minutes of Prophecy sitting in the room farming ammo because I switched guns, and still managed to get full ammo. If you want to go all out, you have to sacrifice some time for progress, and again, play it safe. The sixth tip I have is to do your homework. There will be a ton of people that have no doubt solo flawless before you. For example, Esoteric almost always solo flawless this dungeon on the first day or the first week, and there will be guides on it from other people like that. I'm even going to make some guides sometime in the future. It's extremely helpful to check them out and see their loadouts. If they have something you don't have, check someone else out. There's always a way to get some general information and good tips on the dungeon specifically, and that would be a huge difference on your plans and how you go about completing the encounters. That will be it for most of my general tips for solo flawless in dungeons. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and good luck on your runs.